In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a pleat in the front of the pant. So we're going to use the Advanced tab, and we're going to add a tapered pleat, or tapered fullness rather, to create the pleat. My user input is telling me to create slash line from pivot end to open end. So we want it to be pivoting at this end and opening at the waist. So I'm going to right click and choose midpoint and click on my line here, and then I'm going to right click and choose distance from point, and I want it to be from the corner of the waist back inside 12 centimeters. So that's a negative direction. And we can see in here that it's got inside the dart area. Right click OK to finish that. Then select the section to remain stationary. That's our front. The line that we want to move is the line we've drawn. If we start moving it with cursor mode and double click to make it value mode, we can see that we've got to add 1.5 fullness to it. Create slash line again. So again, we're going to right click, I'll do it over here, midpoint, and this time distance from point will be 13.5. So 13.5. Oh, and again, it's a negative direction, so remember to put that in. And again, it's going into the dart area. Right click OK. This time we want the side seam to be the stationary area. We want the line to move, and in this direction we want it to move 1.5 again. So we're adding an extra 3 centimeters on top of the dart value to create our pleat. End selection to continue, right click and OK. So I've got the value for the pleat. I'm going to zoom right in there and see what's happening as far as the waist goes. So you can see I've got a dart still here. So I'm going to delete the dart first. Modify, delete line and get rid of the dart line. Modify, delete point, get rid of that drill hole. And then I'm going to zoom in even further here and show you that there's a little bit of a bump here in the line. So I'm going to flatten that line segment. So I'm going to zoom back out so that we can see what happens when I go to modify line actions, flatten. I'm going to select that section of line, position thumbtacks, going right to those notches, and I'm going to flatten that line section out. Now the notches are angled because they were there originally for the dart, so I'm going to replace those notches with new ones. So create standard notch here and here, and then delete the other ones. Modify, delete notch, and this one's pretty straightforward. I can get rid of that, but there's a notch sitting right on top of the other previous one, so I'll leave that for the time being because I know that I can fix it up later. I'll show you what happens. Okay, so notches are deleted, and now I'm going to connect the sections of line here. So I combine the lines, combine 1, 2, 3, and when I release my Control key, this second notch that was here will disappear. It's pretty hard to see, and even when I zoom right in, it's difficult to see, but take my word for it, it has now gone. Okay, so we're ready to move on to our next step, which is indicating where our pocket should be. Just before I do that, though, I might get rid of these extra lines here for the fly. Don't really need them there because the fly piece will give the line that needs to be stitched around. Okay, ready for the next video.